we take a look at the most recent trends in Ethereum, such as macro risks and on-chain metrics, to determine when the best time is to buy Ethereum, as well as the potential downsides of doing so. In terms of trading Ethereum between now and the end of the month, we have a bullish outlook. That indicates that we anticipate an increase in costs. In this video, we will discuss if this is the best time to buy Ethereum now. In addition, we are bullish on the general market and believe that Ethereum is a strong investment for the long term over the next 1 to 3 years. That indicates that we anticipate there to be an increase in costs over the course of time. But before we start our video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon as well. Is now a good time to buy Ethereum? This year, declining stock and cryptocurrency markets can be attributed to a number of factors, including rising inflation, increased interest rates from central banks, and the increased likelihood of a worldwide recession. Ethereum has had a total drop of over 60% from its highs in November and is currently trading at approximately $1,900. The cryptocurrency markets, on the other hand, have been on an upward trend throughout the month of July and into August, with smart contract platforms like Ethereum capturing the spotlight. The impending switch from proof of work to proof of stake in Ethereum's consensus mechanism, which is being referred to as the merge, is also helping to boost optimism. The date of the Ethereum integration has been set for 19 September 2022, and we anticipate additional gains in the time coming up to this time frame. On the other hand, we believe that the Federal Reserve is not finished with an aggressive hiking cycle, and the likelihood of a recession is growing. This indicates that macro is exerting pressure on crypto. The overall environment for Ethereum markets is unfavorable. The on-chain and flow metrics that we investigate for Ethereum all point to a bullish direction. In general, we have an optimistic outlook on ETH for the next few months. Consequently, if you have a time horizon of 2 to 4 weeks, this would be a good moment to purchase some Ethereum. Why has the Ethereum price risen recently? Due to the optimistic outlook around the forthcoming merging, investors are pouring their money into ETH. The Ethereum merging has been beset by delays up until this point. However, during a call on July 14, the developers elaborated on a possible schedule, and subsequent to that announcement, Ethereum mounted a spectacular rally. The 19th of September is the date that is being considered for the merge. The fact that large investors are stockpiling Ethereum has also helped boost sentiment. Ever since the developer made that call, the total supply of coins held by addresses that have a balance of at least 100,000 coins has been steadily increasing in tandem with the price action. During one of the last updates to Ethereum, we talk about the ramifications of the merge. The bottom line is that it would be positive for the following reasons. Why has the Ethereum price dropped? The cryptocurrency markets gave the appearance of having some degree of immunity from the sell-off in technology and the growing aversion to risk. The current movement of prices, however, puts an end to that theory. The relative calm that prevailed in the Ethereum market between the middle of January and the middle of April, during which time the cryptocurrency followed a choppily rising trend with higher highs and higher lows, was merely the prelude to a raging tempest. Since reaching its all-time high of $4,799 in November, the price of Ethereum has dropped by 60% to its current level of $1,900, and it's likely that there will be more in the future. The action taken by the Federal Reserve in reaction to inflation is the primary factor in this decline. At the FOMC meetings in June and July, it was increased by 75 basis points, and we anticipate that there will be other significant increases in the future. The Federal Reserve could, in the end, raise interest rates to 5% or perhaps higher, which is higher than what the market is now pricing in for them. This would have a detrimental effect on the risk markets, particularly the price of ETH. At the moment, investors are avoiding Ethereum, and as a result, the amount of money flowing into Ethereum exchange-traded funds, ETFs, has decreased in recent weeks. The fact that interest rates in the United States are climbing to new heights is the central issue. Since the beginning of the global financial crisis in 2008, Markets have been experiencing years of historically low interest rates, which has led to high valuations. And if businesses are unable to borrow money, they still have the option of raising capital from investors, the majority of whom have probably done the same thing. The cryptocurrency markets have not been able to avoid the influence of the support provided by low-cost leverage in the currency markets. After all, cryptocurrencies offer the scalability and regulatory arbitrage that are the holy grails of the tech industry. And if there was any uncertainty about whether or not cryptocurrencies were benefiting from historically low interest rates, the recent drops in cryptocurrency prices that have coincided with increases in U.S. rates should put that uncertainty to rest. In addition, the correlation between Ethereum and the Nasdaq began to dramatically grow about the same time when interest rates in the U.S. began to rise. This happens rather frequently throughout the course of history. The correlation between various assets soars to new heights when the liquidity tap is turned off, which often occurs when central banks raise interest rates. It would appear that nothing has changed this time. How low can Ethereum prices go? The purpose of this exercise is to determine how low prices could get in the event that the Nasdaq experienced a fall similar to the one in 2000. After all, the correlation between Ethereum and the Nasdaq was approximately 80% until just recently. Therefore, Ethereum will go in the same direction as the Nasdaq. In the year 2000, the Nasdaq experienced a loss of 78% of its value. At this time, the Nasdaq is experiencing a loss of 30%. If we saw another downturn similar to the one in 2000, the Nasdaq would be at 3,500. If the Nasdaq were trading at this level, then what would the state of crypto be? From the year 2020 onwards, we anticipate doing a regression between the returns of Ethereum and Bitcoin and the returns of the Nasdaq. On the basis of this connection, we find that if the Nasdaq were to fall below 3,500, the price of a Bitcoin would hit $8,254 at that point. This means that there will be a 72% decrease from the current levels. Ethereum prices would hit $143 if the Nasdaq fell below 3,500. This means that there will be a 92% decrease from the current levels. However, the relationship between technology stocks and cryptocurrency is currently being investigated, which is an interesting development. Since the fall of Ethereum USD and Luna, correlations with equity markets have seen a dramatic reduction. See our latest update on stablecoins. However, the correlation between ETH and other currencies, such as GBP and EUR, is becoming closer and closer to 40%. A sustained increase in the correlation between ETH and GBP could make ETH susceptible to any recovery in the strength of the USD. What else is happening in cryptocurrency? In addition to investors, miners are also experiencing the cryptocurrency crunch. They are rethinking whether or not it is worthwhile to continue operating their costly mining rigs in light of the recent decline in pricing. This effect is made worse by the escalating cost of energy, which reduces the profit margins available to mining companies. Since the beginning of June, both hash rates and miner revenues have experienced considerable declines. Regulation is also becoming a more prominent issue throughout the year 2022, as evidenced by the several executive orders that have already been signed. The increased regulation of the cryptocurrency markets should result in less uncertainty for investors, which is great news for the market. On the other hand, excessive regulation has the potential to hinder innovation. Monitoring the ongoing regulatory environment is going to be essential. And last, there is the much-anticipated merging that will take place specifically on Ethereum. In a prior discussion, we looked at the possible consequences of it. The punchline was that investors have to have an optimistic outlook towards Ethereum. Summary of Ethereum analysis. The market for cryptocurrencies, including Ethereum, is expected to continue to be extremely volatile. This indicates that Ethereum could potentially break the $1,000 barrier in the near future. Dovishness on the part of the Federal Reserve would be the primary support in the short term, rather than any crypto-specific dynamics. To be more specific, the bullish sentiment surrounding the merge is providing support for ETH in the immediate term. Additionally, we continue to believe that some allocation to cryptocurrency makes sense for long-term investors, just as we believe that some allocation to equities also makes sense. But get ready for a period of downturn in 2022 and 2023. So that's it for today. We hope you enjoy the video. Tell us what you think about the video in the comments section below. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button to get updates when we post new videos.